Day 3. Yesterday we ended with a loud squeaking noise. Today we've got a possible solution. My buddy Chris was looking it up, and it's like the crankcase vent. So it's right in the back here on top of the valve cover, and this here has a membrane in it which allows air to escape from the valve cover. It balances the vacuum. If that's not working, vacuum pressure builds up, and so it'll make a loud squeaking noise. While we're here, I had opened up the oil filter housing last night because I thought that maybe there was coolant in the oil because it was blowing white smoke. The oil looks dirty. I mean, as it would because of what's in the engine, but I don't see any obvious signs of coolant in the oil. But we're gonna flush that anyways. So right now, I just want to get it running again, and then we'll see. We'll go from there. So before you jump into the comments, this is the oil filter cage. I threw this out when I threw out the original oil filter. It helps to regulate the oil pressure and is why I was getting so many VANOS issues. Now I didn't realize this for at least another couple of days. For now, here's me continuing to troubleshoot the crankcase ventilation system. So far I haven't been very successful heating it up with a hairdryer. So what I'm going to try is starting the car, letting it run for a bit with the oil cap off, or like loose, and we'll see if we get the noise again. We'll see what happens. Boop. Oh, silly me. I unplugged 2 cylinders and 2 coils. Let's put those back. I was struggling. So it's not happy if you don't run it with this on, which seems obvious. The VANOS is not working right, I think. So it seems to struggle to hunt to find the idle for a bit. I'm still getting a sweet smell like it's burning coolant. So I don't want to really keep running it for very long. 1 step forward, 1 step back. So we're gonna go back to using the blow dryer to keep heating up that section and see if I can't pop it off. Whew, stinky, it stank. Who was stank? Oh, sweet Lord. Actually, while we're here, let's check the coolant because it was low when I checked it this morning. Now after starting it, I want to see if it's also low again. Surprise, surprise, the coolant is low. This needs to be floating. Okay, so it's running now. I've got a fan so that we don't die. Stop making noise. It did start making a little bit. I think it might be working itself out. I'm gonna run it for a bit longer, add the engine flush, oil change, and then see where we're sitting. So my buddy Mark had the genius idea of using a bicycle pump to put some air into the CCV to like unclog it. So now air's moving into it. So hopefully it's able to draw air in as the pressure gets to the point where it needs to. And we don't get that buildup. No! Spoke too soon. Okay, so we put some contact cleaner into the vent. Okay, we ran it for about 2-3 minutes. It seems fine. So we're gonna add the engine cleaner, run it for 5 minutes, and then do the oil change. Here we go. There she go.
And then slightly faster than idle for 5 minutes.
Okay, so we haven't completely solved the vent issue, but this we're gonna do oil change anyway. So we got it up to temp, ran it for 6 minutes with the flush in there. That's the oil filter after just the oil change. The new filter looks like that. So the oil change. Oh, you can see there's a bunch of stuff on it. So we have to investigate that. The only upside here is we got some good rust prevention going on. Let's give her a good old crack. Ooh, she's up to temp. I'm always nervous about this part because the ooh, it's getting hot. Okay.
There you go.
Ooh.
I'll do the pull.
Oh, that's still hot. Man, look how dirty that is after just
the flush.
It's almost as bad as the original oil. Beautiful. Okay. I'll let that drain for a bit, go inside, have a coffee. Change the oil. I'll show you what it looks like. Nice and dirty. So the flush did its job. So there's a little piece on the bottom of the valve cover I'll show you. We're gonna pull it off. I need to JB Weld that back on because there's something going on with the ventilation. So we're gonna see what happens with that. little plastic piece that sits right here. And there's one here that's on there. Well, that's part of the ventilation system. And I'm pretty sure this popping off is what was causing that squeaking noise. So I'm gonna JB weld it back on, let it set overnight, put it all back together, and then we'll see how she runs tomorrow after work when I have a chance to finish working on it. And that's kind of it for now. I hate dropping bolts in engines. I hate dropping bolts in engines when I can't find the bolts that I dropped in the engines. Don't ever drop bolts in your engine bay. It's stuck somewhere down here. Oh yeah, Vanos baby. So I just did a really stupid thing. I forgot to put the oil drain plug in. I just poured half the oil on the ground. I feel like I lost about a liter or two there. I don't really know. Fun. So I've got some cat litter here I'm going to use to soak up some of this oil. It's the one time that having cats comes in handy. On the bright side, I got an engine flush, so that's good, right? We're done for tonight. Been a long day. Got the valve cover back on, and now she's chugging like, not really sure what to do next. Kind of out ideas. It's giving me Vanos errors. Gonna do some research. Maybe pick up a couple Vanos solenoids, swap those in, see if that makes a difference. Where we're at. It's sad because it was kind of running, except for the pressure issue, which I thought I had nailed down, but you never really know until you know. So, dumped a ton of oil. Don't even know how much oil's in it. Which is kind of annoying because you can't find out with these cars until you run them. It just says oil level sufficient to start engine. So I'm not gonna start it again, even though I'm just tempted to be like, oh, maybe it'll fix it. But I'm tired. It's late. I mean, it runs better than it did when I bought it, but not by much. What? Okay, I am actually calling it a night.